What is up, everyone? Dana White Contender Series Week 3. Got some good fights tonight. Happy Bo Nickel week, everybody. Uh, I couldn't get there with Bo Nickel. He's not involved in any of my plays. Minus 2,800 right now on DraftKings. That is absolutely bonkers. So, got some good plays. Got some really, really good spots that I think we can. Oh man, Sam Alvey got cut. So unfortunately, yeah, no more easy profits betting against Sam Alvey. Oh man. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so we got Contender Series going off at 8 o'clock here. I got some dinner coming my way. We'll get everybody in here and then we'll start going over. So we will. Oh wow, Miranda Granger just got removed after that dog shit. Yeah, after her horrible performance. So, let's go over the lineup. Let's go over some of the lines that we have. This is bettable. I was struggling to actually like tone it down from two plays to one play. So you guys know, our whole goal is to add 1 to 2 units using Dana White Contender Series. So Lee, you are correct. I definitely have Carpenter in a play. So lines have been getting super steamed this week, which is interesting because I feel like we've kind of missed some of the I feel like we missed some of the line movements. Not feel like we have missed some of the line movements. It's worked out our way, but there's several plays that I really like. 1, 2, 3. So we got 5 fights tonight, and I'm gonna apologize, guys. I ordered dinner, so I will have dinner, and I'll be doing the very rude thing about eating while I'm on here, but nothing I can do. So, so all right. So all right, Jason, you only have one MLB play tonight. That's good. That's good. We should probably only have one, especially the way baseball season's going. Baseball season's been fucking everybody. It's been a this baseball season has been like the Jenna Jameson of baseball season, just fucking everybody. So, yeah, there was a couple spots. We gave out our free play on Baltimore and Toronto going over, and then we have our 4% client play. So, we'll see how that goes. I saw Baltimore almost head into a triple play to end the inning, and then they come back with 2 strong runs. Andrew, I would say this is not indicative of most MLB seasons. We've struggled. Last year we just crushed it, especially around this time. But it's just it's been baseball's a grind. I don't know moving forward where some of these daily sports like baseball are going to fit into the road to millions. Which, by the way, we have some really, really killer um, things working for Road to Millions. So, Steve, I've been talking with Steve a lot. He's really on board with all this. So, I think we have some pretty exciting things going. Working with Wager Talk on this strategy and this project that we have. You guys have been following the sports that we follow, but I mean, I gotta say, like, but just between UFC and golf this year, man. I mean, the road to millions is just you just do 3% on those sports. So baseball's not been great to us. It's kind of been holding us back, though. We just took 4 days off, so hope to get a nice little reset, and then we'll wait just a couple minutes here, and we'll get into contender series tonight, and we'll go with we'll figure out we'll go over who I like here. There you go, Jim. 4 days to stick to the rules. Double last week's wins, cuts losses in half. Bang. There we go. That's what we're talking about. All right. So let's get going here. Let's start going over some of the things that we have for tonight. Stop. Sorry, pulling up my come on. Pulling up my sheet here. Oh, hold on 1 second. All right, here we go. All right, let's go through the fights here. Let's talk about where the numbers are. Okay, we'll start with Carolina Wojciech and Sandra Lovato. Carolina's a big favorite, and she should be. This is not going to be a great fight. This is low level. Carolina should have the higher output, should have the advantage most places. Sandra Lovato, there's just not much to like here. She's low volume. I'm not really sure where where her advantage completely lies. And this is one thing about women's fights is And in men's fights, sometimes you can just have the flash knockout, um, like situations. But for this fight, I don't see Sandra Lovato having any type of flash knockout. Maybe you could make the case that she could get a submission, but I really, really doubt it. Um, I guess it's just what you're looking at with this fight is it's probably going to go the distance. That's why total rounds or to go the distance is just very, very juiced. I would not take that one. I would not bet on this one to go the distance. I think the juice is not worth it in the slightest. So I think Carolina is a really solid parlay piece. I'll go over what I just at the end here, what I decided to do with the bets here. She did not make my official play. However, if I'm going to make two plays, she's definitely going to, going to be in it. I think Wojciech is just if there's a low level fight, Wojciech probably is a little bit above low level. So I think the output is going to get it done. I don't see a finish in this one, but look at Wojciech by decision. Clayton Carpenter is going to make my card. I played this yesterday, and my God, it has gone up over $1. I still think you can work with Carpenter here. He's probably the most UFC ready fighter on this card. I think Carpenter, if you put him in UFC, right? If you put all these fighters in UFC at their divisions, Carpenter is probably the most ready. His opponent is a replacement. He's actually better than the guy that they replaced him with. Edgar Chairez, he does have finishing potential. However, that is on regional Mexican scene. I don't really buy it that much. Carpenter's just going to have the advantage. Chairez can get a finish. Here's the problem. He has horrible takedown defense, and Clayton Carpenter should be able to utilize that. If Carpenter doesn't utilize the takedowns, I will be very, very disappointed because I think Carpenter's easiest path to victory is to go for the takedowns. He could probably get submission. He can probably get inside the distance. I am a little worried about my one concern with Carpenter is his gas tank. However, his opponent has gas tank issues as well. So if this gets to the third round, you could be looking at two very, very tired fighters. I don't think what's the total rounds in this one? Yeah, Carpenter and it's over 1.5 rounds. That's minus 135 over. It could get over, but it could get over this one. And if it does get over 1.5, it's probably going the distance because I'm not sure either of these guys will have the gas tank to finish after that. Look for Carpenter to he's good on the feet. He's good in the grappling. You're gonna see how physically gifted he is. Probably the speed advantage. This is a huge step up for Chairez. So Carpenter is in my my parlay. All right, and then this is the fight I was talking about on Takedown Live, and I've talked about other Anvar. I'm not even going to pronounce his last name. Whatever, against Eric Silva. I said I like Silva. I still like Silva, and sure enough, we saw Silva open up as the favorite. Line goes way down, and then Silva gets bought way up. I really think what happened is Sharps bet the line down to get the proper line on Silva, and now Silva, he was minus 155. Then he got down to minus 135. Now he's minus 205. Anvar has not been in MMA for very long, like a year. He's fought. He's 3-0, but the guys he has fought are absolute garbage. Anvar comes from a kickboxing background. He can hit hard. Make no mistake about it. The guy can hit. He's not been in wrestling matches. He's not been in grappling, and that's where Silva has the advantage. And Silva's good on the feet too. It's just not. It's not like Silva's horrible on the feet. Has to excuse me. Has to get on the ground. He can stand there, but I'm telling you. So Anvar comes from, this big kickboxing. He goes into MMA. He fights a guy who's never fought before. Okay. So he wins first round knockout. Great. Then he fights Rob Fuller. Rob Fuller, ladies and gentlemen, is 1-10. He has won a fight and he has lost 10. I can't believe you go 1-7 and nobody steps in and says, "Hey, maybe this isn't for you." But so that is one of Anvar's wins, is he beat a guy who was 1-9 at the time. So yeah, no thanks there. And then he beats John Pham, who is 4-2 in LFA. Another horrible one. Silva has been around for a while. Both these guys are a little bit older, so this is kind of their last shot to get in. I think this. Unfortunately, the total rounds got bet way. It was minus 135 under 1.5 rounds. It's now minus 195. So I'll go over why I like the under 1.5. Because if Anvar's going to win, it's going to be by TKO early. My guess is Silva doesn't mess around on the feet, maybe throws strikes for a minute or two, goes for a takedown where Anvar is not going to know what to do. Silva, my guess is wins by sub or ground and pound. But my guess is sub, because Anvar is just going to be lost. He's going to put himself in bad situations. Silva takes over and gets there. Jamal Pogues is my other part of my best bet. So here, I'll make a graphic. My best bet is Pogues and Carpenter. However, I will say I bet this earlier and I got minus 125. You're not going to get that line now. It's just not possible. All right. Hold on 1 second. Let me give you guys Carpenter plus Pogues. Parlay, add. All right, so here's what So I played Carpenter and Pogues as my best bet. So what I like about Pogues, he's UFC. He's a prospect. I'm not sure he's UFC ready. The guy he's fighting is so weird. Paulo Hanado Jr. was fighting at 175. He took 4 years off and he came back and he weighed 265 pounds. And he weighs in at 221, I believe. So Pogues is going to have way better wrestling and grappling and takedown. He's going to be 20 pounds heavier. Renato, if you look at here, let me pull up Renato's record. So Hanado, I don't know if you can take anything away from this guy, because he's knocked out and finished some guys, but you look at these leagues he's fighting in, the Inside Fighters League. His last win was against a guy that's 6-14. Then he beat a guy who had never fought before. He's fought trash, like absolute trash, and he knows it. So he's 3-0 coming out of his, big weight gain or whatever. So he can land shots, but Pogues is 10-1. Pogues is no joke. I see this going to the ground, honestly, and I feel like Pogues really dominates, and Pogues is going to be stronger as the fight goes on. His gas tank is better than Hanado's, and honestly, you look at so Pogue lost to LFA, but it was by a heel hook. And then he lost in a Bellator by an armbar, but those fights were well into the fight. So his gas tank is not an issue, and his losses were submissions, which Hanado is not going to do. So don't worry about his record of 8-3. his one of his losses was his very first like professional fight, and then the other two were submissions. Hanado is not going to do that. My guess is Pogues takes it down, takes care of business. Bo Nickel is now at minus 3,500. No chance I'm getting. I mean, at this point, you almost sprinkle Borrego just for the value. So here's what I'm recommending tonight. I have officially bet Carpenter and Pogues as my play. Like I said, I'm using Dana White Contender Series to add 1 to 2 units to my bankroll every week. We're 2-0. If you're so Pogues and Carpenter, yeah, it's like minus 170 on DraftKings right now. Check your books. If you need to add a third piece to get better, I would lean Wojciech, because if you add that, you can get plus money. The other thing that I would do is if you have Carpenter or Pogues and you want a second play, I would look at Silva and Carolina parlay together, or look at total rounds under on Silva and Carolina. Either way, I think you're pretty good. I think I would lean just betting Silva straight up with Carolina, because I don't know. I don't think this fight goes well for Anvar. But this is why I couldn't totally decide on what to do with the Silva and Anvar fight. I don't know which one to go with. So that's why my play is Carpenter and Pogues. I don't have questions. I don't have too many concerns about Carpenter. I don't have too many questions about Pogues, but my worry in the Silva Anvar fight is, like, if I take Silva straight up, what if Anvar lands a Hail Mary, like big shot, and then the under hits, but Silva loses. But then if you take the total rounds under, let's say Silva does dominate in the grappling and wrestling, but he ends up, Anvar ends up, kind of figuring out his way to get over 1.5. I was really, really hoping that the total rounds would be, under 2.5, but obviously, they're not. So that's what I recommend here. I think Carolina gets the win, and you can just see more money coming in. So I don't mind putting her in a parlay. I don't mind putting Clayton Carpenter in a parlay. I don't mind Pogues in a parlay. I wouldn't put Bo Nickel at this price in a parlay. I saw somebody grabbed him at minus 300 the second a line come out. Someone got Bo Nickel at minus 300. So, I think it's a pretty good night for favorites. Sometimes we have some surprises, but I think it's actually pretty good. A pretty good night to throw some parlay pieces. So I'm happy with where I'm at with Pogues and Carpenter. But like I said, throw Carolina in there, and I think you got a pretty solid parlay piece. Oh, that's awesome. That's good stuff, man. Good stuff, Scott. Lee, I know exactly where Lovato is ass. Not Demi Lovato. Don't be talking about Demi Lovato. My girl. But yeah, Sandra Lovato is not good. So honestly, I if I was feeling frisky, I might throw Carolina and something else in as officially a play, but I feel good about Carpenter and Pogues, and I think I can push my record to 3-0 on this one. So Dana White Contender Series lines out before Saturday's card. Yeah, on the offshores, yes, but the problem is on my offshores you can't parlay them. So you have to wait until they hit the domestic books like DraftKings, and then you can parlay them. So like on Bet Online, the best book for golf head-to-head matchups, and they're the first ones that I see, at least in my region. They're the first ones that put out the Dana White Contender Series lines. Like, yeah, they put out Silva was minus 155. So what's up, Snacks? How you doing? So we're about 3 minutes away. Yeah, so when the lines come out, if you can grab like a play that you like, grab it then, but you're really just doing the research and getting ready for when they come out on the domestics. At least that's how I do it. I look at what the matchups are and then I see what the lines will come out. I have my research done. I kind of know who I like and who I don't like. And then you'll see the articles and the YouTube channels post their plays. And then, you kind of narrow it down. So um, I was stunned. I mean, Pogues is minus 390 now, and Carpenter's minus 380. That is a lot of steam on those two guys. So I uploaded this play on Wager Talk for clients. So if you guys are a client of Wager Talk, you got this one um, a while ago. Oh, that's great. So I have the option to cash out on DraftKings. So I have my original amount that I bet, and then the cash out is the original amount and 74 cents. Even though I beat both lines by $1, they're gonna pay me 74 cents to cash out. Alrighty. Jim, I have no idea how somebody got minus 300. I mean, they had to like either they photoshopped a picture or they're lying or I don't know. I do not know. But just just crazy that you could have gotten that. You could have thrown that in with any parlay. Seeing some things on social media here. I guess the big thing is the contracts. It's going to be tough to give Carolina a contract unless she does something pretty spectacular. Clayton Carpenter, they're primed. Um, yeah, Jim. You sent me messages. You were all over it. Clayton Carpenter's UFC ready. If he wins, they're just going to give him a contract. They're going to have to give the winner of Silva and Anvar a contract because these guys are in their mid 30s. Yeah, early to mid 30s. Pogues, I think they have pretty high hopes from, and like Dana always says, he needs heavyweights. So I think Pogues gets the job done against Hanado. I hope he gets the finish. That's what I'm really rooting for. And then Bo Nickel. Listen, I'm rooting for Bo Nickel because everybody has him in a parlay. I just do not want to see him lose because everybody is. I don't have him in a parlay, but my God, everybody else does. What a surprise. The food delivery place messed up my order. That's all right. Sorry, guys. Like I said, you get to listen to me eat. I'll try and do my best, but your boy's hungry. All right. Time for Contender Series. I will be right back and we'll get this party started. What's up, Eddie? By the way, Nathan and I have been working hard in the lab, and we have some fucking bangers coming up. I am going to promote myself here. Promo code's still good if you guys want to get on all these plays and the Road to Millions plays. Promo code WIN150, get $150 off 30-day pass. We literally have a 5% golf play up, a 5% NFL Week 1 play that is up, a 5% UFC play that is up, and a 4% UFC play that is up. So go grab that. All these are included. You get all the plays. I don't mind reminding everybody, I have now won 10 weeks in a row in golf. I know there's a lot going on at Wager Talk. I cannot believe I can't get any publicity on my golf streak. I'm not the $2 Tuesday guy, and I get it because they're promoting the new guys. No, like special huge like party for me. No like messages like, dude, holy shit, 10 weeks in a row, nothing. We fly under the radar. Like anybody that follows my golf picks knows, like if you have a year-long subscription to golf, you know, or people that have been buying the weekly picks, they know, but everyone else just like completely clueless about the damage I've been doing to golf. So anyway, so if you guys want to get a 30-day pass, you can see what we can do. Just go grab that Wager Talk. So where's my there's the bet. So anyways, that's my rant. If you get golf, it's a 5% and a 3% play. I got 2 of them this week. So really stoked. I'm going to give out after a couple fights here, I'm going to give out when we cash our play tonight, which we're going to. After we cash our play, I'll give out a free play for UFC for this week. And it's one that Nathan and I have been working on very hard, and we love it. The next 2 weeks are baller for UFC plays. And get ready, there will be no show a week from Saturday because I'll be in Vegas. So, yeah, Lee, I know what you're saying about Nickel. I just worry that they're moving him too quick. You brought up the big if. Like, if he develops stand-up, he has to develop stand-up. He can beat a bunch of, scrubs, but oh, God. I hate when they bring up the Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar only had 1 foot. Whatever. Look at that guy Bo Nickel fought. I mean, are you serious? That was a bad haircut theory fight. I have an uncle with a haircut like that. Yanni! See what Yanni's got for us tonight. I am so confused by Gianni's picks. Just so confused. This stare down was unbelievable. What is this? Wojciech already to minus 350. Wow. I I can't. His picks are very, very different from last year or from last season. That is for sure. Yeah, striking early, man. So big. Wow. I got to say, a Wojciech, Carpenter, Silva, and Pogues parlays like 2-1. I gotta say, man, the Bo Nickel one scares me. Let's root. Let's root for the favorites tonight. I'm on the favorites. I couldn't find reasons to get off the favorites. Now, actually, what's crazy is the Bo Nickel, the line on the Bo Nichols one that is the reason. But there's your hero parlay. Is all the favorites. Why did Gianni give the? Why did Gianni pick Sandra Lovato? I feel like he didn't even really give a reason. Wow. She says in all areas that she's going to be better than Carolina. I like the confidence. I'll give you the drop. Oh yeah, but it's not an underdog. Hmm. You can do the. You don't need an underdog on the underdog parlay. Rich, I get what you're saying, but I gotta say I love it. You guys know I can't stand when women's hair are not secure and it's flopping around. They got a ponytail in their face or something. Very secure. I like the crop circle approach. Wow, that is quite the parlay, Bubbles. What's up, Jonesy? Yeah, Johnny's our guy, man. I work with Johnny. All right, here we go. Let's root for Carolina. I think a lot of people have Carolina. So, I mean, Lovato's reach is definitely big, but I don't know if she knows how to use it. This is going to be interesting to see how the smaller fighter does against the much taller fighter for grappling, but there was a nice job by Lovato to use the reach there. Already busted Lovato on the nose there on the bridge. Do they have live lines? This one, let's see. Yeah, they do have live lines. Well, this weight division is tough to find prospects in. I mean, for sure. So, like, you cannot be impressed. But if Dana needs fighters in this division, uh, then yeah, he's gonna have to. This is where Wojciech's like really flexing her muscle here and doing the damage. While doing damage, but she's done some good. What's up, Neos? How you doing? Oh wow, good work by Wojciech. Oh, not going to get the submission, but good clinch work, good body work. Neos. My favorite wrestler of all time is Ultimate Warrior. I run a video production company, and I was actually doing a video on a wrestling event here that Kevin Nash was involved with. He was wrestling a regional scene up in Fort Wayne, Indiana, in this high school gym, and I traded. I did the entire production for free because the guy gave me the very first edition of the Ultimate Warrior comic book, and it was autographed by the Ultimate Warrior. So that was a very cool. That was a very cool childhood moment that came to fruition when I was an adult. So. So Lovato, a couple times she's gotten Wojciech against the fence and then just immediately like let it go and is now back against the fence. And Wojciech's output is better. The leg kicks are better. She does have to work really hard to land punches because she's got to lean in lunge, but it's kind of to be expected. What happened? Eye poke? That's an eye poke.
You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Oh, I can't see! I can't see! What's the matter? I got my eyes closed.
I'm eating hot wings. Yeah, I'm sure these women want to finish the fights, but at this size, it's tough. It's a good output by Wojciech. I mean, she's pushing the pace forward. She's landing the most. And, oh, good takedown. Again, sorry about the eating, guys. But your boy's hungry. And you guys know I do intermittent fasting, so I only have a short time period to eat. This is great work from Wojciech, man. Great work. think that's 2-0 Wojciech. Find it hard to believe to if you had to fight one UFC fighter, it has to be a male. Who would it be? Oh man. I think I'd want somebody, since I know I can't win, I think it would probably be somebody that can just knock me out real quick so it's all over with. Real quick. Actually Jordan Wright. I would want to fight Jordan Wright. He's either going to knock me out or I got a chance to knock him out. I got a shot because he's got a glass chin. Cody Garbrandt. He's either going to knock me out or I'm going to knock him out. I just need a guy with a glass chin, man. Give me somebody that if a 1 in a million chance that I can land the Hail Mary blow. Like the worst would be like Islam Makhachev. He wouldn't finish me. He'd just grapple and wrestle me to death for 3 rounds. I was going to say 5 rounds, but there's no way me versus Islam's going to be a main event. No, I could not stand losing to Sam Alvey. No way. No shot. I want a guy that it's I'm going to lose, so I want a guy who's going to end it quick. Good work by Carolina here. I got a confession to make, guys. I'm going to go out on a limb. I don't think Lovato is going to get a contract tonight, guys. My gut tells me Lovato probably not going to see UFC. Santos was still boring as shit on the last main event, but he was better. I just don't know what you do with him. I just a guy that's fought all the best guys in the division. I guess you just move him down and give him some fights that maybe he can win. No, Jonesy, and we've joked about that. Like it'd be awesome if you could bet that, but that's like an opinion thing. So like that would be really hard to put lines on. I'm sorry, Samsung Pro. We don't show We don't show the fights. That would be illegal. Or we'll get banned. This channel is made for 2 reasons. To give out free winners and to watch me eat. She does not have the choke. She's on the I was going to say she's going to lose top position. Doesn't matter, but Jesus Bisbing. Carolina by decision. Lovato, put your hands down. Put those hands down. I gotta say, I mean, look at how many. Like they're saying she's not going to get a contract because she didn't get a finish, and like look how many women can get finishes in this weight division. I'm not with Bisbing on this one. Good win by her. I think she gets a contract. She pushed the pressure. She didn't get tired. She landed way more shots. She got takedowns. Is it the most exciting fight in the world? Of course not. Is this weight division the most exciting fights in the world? Of course not. But when you need prospects and you need new talent, I mean, she's obviously in shape. Cardio is no big deal. Her, I think she gets a contract. If you guys are talking about that Charlie Ontiveros fight, that's a huge lot of juice, and that I will not get near that one in any parlays. By the way, Nathan talked about Devin Clark at plus 150 as being an incredible value. That line is moving down. So if you guys want to grab it now. It's moving. My guess is it'll be even by the weekend. Poor Carolina. I hope she gets a contract. Give it to her, Dana. Give that contract to her. She's a little hurt, banged up her leg. By the way, unfortunately, it is painfully obvious. By the way, does anyone here live in Vegas? Is anyone going to be in Vegas next week? If you guys are talking about the Onama Landwehr, I got to be honest. I thought the same thing about Landwehr. He looked good against Klein, and he's definitely got better. So my worry is that Landwehr leaves his head so wide open. Like I just wonder if Onama. So Landwehr was able to beat Klein. I went back and watched that fight. I actually did a Nate Landwehr deep dive because he worried me too. It's amazing how much better Landwehr has gotten over his fights. He in his fights he likes to stand and bang and then he gets knocked out. His last fight against Klein though, Klein likes to push it forward. Nate got involved in the grappling and the wrestling and the clinch and ended up getting the sub. I don't think Onama does that. So if this fight turns into a stand and bang, Landwehr has no defense. I mean, like you look at a guy like Chris Curtis who just, knows how to block all these punches. So it's probably a stay away, to be honest. I'll be at the Westgate. What's the betting market for a fighter minus 3.5? What fight are you looking at? Yeah, Zach, what fight? Minus 3.5. I don't see the minus 3.5. I don't know. Above inside the distance. Minus 3.5 points. I mean, that means he would have to win. That means he would if he wins 29-28 on all three scorecards, that means he won by 3 points. So you need him to win 30-27, 30-27, 29-28, and then he wins by a certain more about points. If he wins by inside the distance, you win. If he has 30-27, then you win. Yeah, if you get a finish, you win. All right, here we go. Eddie, I have not watched Prey, but I may be able to pull that off. Maybe even tonight. I was supposed to get up super early, but I don't have to do that anymore. we'll see what Carpenter does on the feet here. I would expect this to end up on the ground with Carpenter going for takedowns. He's not going to go immediately, but Chairez is very, very excited here. Carpenter's going to have to change a little bit of something, which I expect him. Matt, I did not pull the trigger on Chairez, and he looks good. He'll gas. He'll gas, though. This is not going to be his pace for 3 rounds for sure. And we'll see what happens if there's a wrestling exchange. Oh, Ches Reavy. Oh, my God. Yes, I did pull the trigger on Ches Reavy. Oh, my God. Sorry, Matt. All right, this is what Carpenter needs to do because the feet is not working for him. So this is what I expected because oh my God, and he pulled him right into God. The thing is, though, I'm not really sure if Chairez knows what to do here. Yeah, Chairez does not want this on the ground. He doesn't. Yeah, I don't like that Carpenter takedown where he pulls him on his back. Silva fights. I don't know when Silva fights. Wow. Chairez looked great. No other way to say it. That round 1 goes to him. Carpenter's going to have to. I'm also look at gas tanks here. Oh, those leg kicks are getting his attention. I would look. Carpenter's gonna have to go for some kind of takedown here. I would look for it between the 3 minute and 2 minute 30 mark. Lee, I agree with you that Chirez's lead leg is Carpenter's done damage on that. Let's see if he can. Uh, let's see if he can take advantage of it. You can see both guys slowing down. Chirez is slowing down. His output is not nearly what it was. You can see him slowing down a bit. Carpenter can steal this round. I'd say steal. It's close. There's a good one. He's got. All right, here we go. This is what we talked about with Carpenter. This is great work by Carpenter here. This is what I was looking for. Because Chirez was absolutely slowing down. His output was going down. And in a close round, this is really good. And all right, let's go, Carpenter. You gotta land some shots here. You got half guard. Come on, Carpenter. You got to do some work here. Oh, does he work? Oh, good elbow there. And he got full mount. He did get full mount. Get some damage here, Carpenter. All right. That right there, that's Chirez's kryptonite right there. And if he's tired and he gets on the ground again, he is not getting up. Those live lines were big on Chirez. Now they went all the way back down. So let's hope, fingers crossed, let's hope Chirez really was slowing down that much, his output, and that he can't defend a takedown. Love to see a Carpenter takedown early in this round, man. I think he can do it. Oh, did you see that kick that buckled the leg of Chirez, man? Yikes. That looked like it hurt. I don't know what's going on. I don't have live lines available on DraftKings, but I see the line is moving like ridiculously towards Carpenter. Maybe the live lines are ahead of us. He is crushing Chirez's lead leg, man. And a takedown is probably going to come here within a minute. Oh, he drilled him. Let's get a takedown, Carpenter. Come on, Carpenter. Oh, what a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing. Because I got to be honest, Carpenter was doing good work on. Stick with him. There you go. Keep going. Get the takedown again. This guy's takedown defense sucks. Carpenter's winning the stand up in this round. I think he is. Oh, Chirez is getting pieced up here. Yes. I would love another takedown. Would love another takedown attempt. Chirez is just ripe for a takedown. There it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just stay on this man. Yeah, Clayton, watch the fingers on the eyes. Just stay here, land some ground and pound. You got it. Good stuff by Carpenter. Oh, now he busted him up. They're both busted up, but this is good work from Carpenter. Good elbows by Carpenter. Great look for the judges. It's got to be Carpenter by decision. Got to be. Loses round one. He wins round two, and that's got to be a 2-1. The problem, though, Zach, you were asking about -3.5. He did not cover a 3.5 spread. That's a bummer. Contract worthy. Ooh. So there was a couple really impressive things about what Carpenter did was he got beat in the first round, and then he came back and he won the next 2 rounds. He outgassed his opponent, good takedowns. And the fact is he won the striking that third round on the feet. So if you chalk up the first round due to nerves, like the guy's only fought 5 pro fights, he's young. And if you say, well, he was nervous, what if, we got the nerves out of the way and then he won round 2 and 3? That's a tough one. I'm on the fence about Carpenter. I think he would be a prime candidate to say, not tonight, I'll see you later this season. Or not tonight, I want to see 2 more pro fights and then you're ready. So let's do this here, people. Let's do this. Loving it. All right. There's leg 1. There's leg 1. Bisbing. Fucking bum. I'll be right back, fellas. I love my guy. Mommy will be home soon. Okay. All right. Next fight we got. Let's go Silva. Let's go Silva by finish. This was a so that parlay is hit with the favorites here with Carolina and then Carpenter. And I got to say, I love Pogues. I really like Silva. You know, the other thing that's interesting about Clayton Carpenter asking about whether he gets a contract, that was a very well-rounded fight. Like he got hit, he weathered the storm, so he showed durability, he showed cardio, he showed striking in the second and third round, and then he showed takedown ability, and he's young. I think there's a lot of potential there. Jason, you don't need to know a bunch about. Oh, you guys ready for the corniest promo ever? You guys ready for this? All right, here we go. Let me see if I can do. Let me see if I can do the most salesman-y thing ever. Jason, you don't need to know everything. All you need to do is use the promo code WIN150 to get $150 off a 30-day pass. We're the #1 handicapper on Wager Talk since March 1st. And if you would like to join us on the road to millions, it can be yours if you just use the promo code WIN150. That's WIN150. And all the information and all the plays can be yours that you can tail on the road to millions. I feel like I nailed that one. I feel like I nailed that one. That one felt good. Oh my God. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Jason. Jason, that's what I was saying. I was talking about Dana White Contender Series. I put the Dana White Contender Series play up on Wager Talk. You got a much better line. Oh, really? Oh, were you thinking about it? Yeah, I'd think long and hard about that one. No, I'm serious, Jason. I will be serious. What's the difference between buying like a play and buying like a long-term subscription? If you buy a long-term subscription, you get notified immediately when these plays go up. So if you had a subscription, boom, our 5% UFC play that we played, you got immediately. And you beat the lines 95 times out of 100. Oh my God. Buy a subscription, be disciplined. You make 3% a week. You'll be rich before you know it. I got to tell you guys. I got to tell you guys a story. So I got a new financial advisor today. Me and my wife did. And he's going through all of our assets and like bank accounts and house and everything. He's like, any other assets? And I was looking at my wife. My wife's looking at me and she's like, so I was like, well, I have this gambling account, bankroll. And he's like, oh, okay. To his credit, he knows sports gambling. I won't go into all the details, but so he's like, I'm confident that I can make you a lot of money through all these investments for retirement. And I was like, let me tell you about the road to millions. I think I can make 3% a week. And he was like, 3% a week, huh? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I started February 1st. And he's like, how you doing? I'm like, we're up like 4 or 5% a week. And he was like, okay. And so then he goes, I'll race you. Damn. So he's as confident in his stocks and Roth IRA investments. He said, I'll race you. So he's like, I'll put the Road to Millions play up against my investments. And buddy, it is game fucking on. Game fucking on. So now I got to get to millions before he does, which is a great situation for me. But anyway, he was pretty blown away when I explained about the 3% a week thing. Because he was like, yeah, you know, people say we're in a recession, but if you really dig in the numbers, we're not in a recession, far from it. And I was like, you know what's recession proof? Sports gambling. I can do that every week. I don't care what the stock market or economy is doing. As long as these dudes are fighting, I can make 3%. Oh, all right. Let's go with Silva. I'm rooting for Silva. I'm rooting for a quick finish here because this was my prediction. So yeah, I'm seriously snacks. My 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 audio video production business is happy to be done with all that stuff. Yeah, it is crazy to think this guy beat Giga back in the day. Let's go, Silva. Let's go grappling. Let's go finish this man early. There we go. Look at this takedown attempt so early. This is so fantastic. Go get him, Silva. You go get that man. This is going to be a quick fight. Yes, get him, Silva. Fucking get that man. No, Bubbles, he said, I'm not doing so good so far this season. He said, I'm not doing so good. He admitted to it. He said he's not doing so good. Silva, finish this thing, man. Don't let that man back up. Oh, good elbows. This is over. Yes. Hey, your boy had this fight pretty well pegged. All right, if Pogues wins this next fight, this is a big night. Boom!
Finish him. Flawless victory.
That was too easy, man. No, that shit was too easy. No, that was too easy. We just need Pogues here. If Pogues wins, that closes out the 4-fighter, and then it closes out the bet of the night. And man, we're feeling fucking great. Dude, we have to remember it's hammer time on this show. Whenever you get somebody that has no takedown defense against somebody that knows how to grapple, it's over. I mean, that's how Clayton like Chirez was good on the feet. He gassed, but Carpenter won round 2 by being a better grappler, by getting the better takedown, or by getting the takedown. Chirez couldn't do shit with it, and then that's 2 fights in a row that were decided by takedowns against guys that could not do shit about takedowns. We like from now on, man. I am going to absolutely look at that, and I got to say, Pogues is better at wrestling and grappling than this guy Hanado. So I'm going to be keeping a very, very close eye on that. Like, not being able to stop takedowns if you're a UFC fighter is way different than if you can't stop takedowns and you're on Dana White Contender Series. Look, it's my boy. This motherfucker's smashing. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Same shirt. I love him. I love this guy. He like puts the fighter's emotions on his face. He reads the emotions. He reads the room. He reads the reporter. The man is brilliant. Look at that smile, man. I actually believe that the translator fought. He's so good. I feel like he put himself in the ring with Silva spiritually. Look at the way he's looking at the reporter, man. Look at him. That guy, man. Dude, that guy, I bet he has he's got 2 black shirts, couple pairs of jeans. We all know he buys brand new boxers and socks and shoes everywhere he goes. So he travels from airport to airport, just throws on his carry-on, that's all he needs. His gift is his voice, his mannerisms, it's untangible things. You don't need to pack his talent into a bag. Guy just fucking cruises from event to event. He's the fucking best, man. He is the best. I'm refreshing my beverage.
Tuesdays in the summertime in Vegas means one thing. Dana White's Contender Series presented by ZipRecruiter right here at the UFC Apex. Yeah, we need a great crowd is back with us. We have a heavyweight battle coming up. Hanado Jr. and Jamal Pogues. What do you think, Johnny?
Well, here's another heavyweight bout that you have to be cautious laying chalk. Plus, this favorite opens minus 180. In 8 minutes, gets fed up to minus 310. And I agree with that move. And since then, it's only gone higher. And the reason for that is huge reach advantage. He already got it done on Dana White's Contender Series before. And a tough strength of schedule. But let's try to win 2 back and go over 1.5 as well. 19 of 20 have not gone to a decision in the heavyweight. And in Dana White's Contender Series, I just need 7.5 minutes. Let's see if we can get lucky.
I think you probably will, Johnny. Have to wait and see. Just 2 fights to go, and the big boys are coming up in Season 6 of Dana White's Contender Series right here on ESPN+. Back for a second Contender Series appearance after defeating Marcos Rigagawa in 2019. Jamal Pogues will now attempt to send Hanado Jr. back to Brazil with a loss in this heavyweight match.
Okay. Man, I love Pogues more and more and more. What's this line at now? Yeah, minus 390. Man. If an MLB game gets rained out in the sixth, what happens to the bets? Just check your sports books. I got burned on this on the tennis bet. I mean, it wasn't burned. It's just a really, really weird thing happened and I lost, but it was completely fair. It was in the rules by the sports book. It could have gone the other way, but yeah, very, very, very important to know how your sports books grades grades these things, especially if you're following our picks on Wager Talk, golf bets especially. You gotta know, and I feel like I do a good job putting in the write up a little explanation of like look at your books and figure out the rules. It just takes it's a Google search. So like whatever book, so Bubbles, whatever book you bet at, just Google them and MLB rainout rules. It should be up there. So did Gianni give his bets for this? Was I out of the room when Gianni gave his bet? I'm not getting too greedy here on this night. I did sprinkle the Wojciech, Carpenter, Silva, and Pogues parlay, but you guys know my best bet for tonight was Pogues and Carpenter parlay together. Carpenter was I am. Sometimes I have to have a little bit more confidence in myself. I predicted Juliana Miller. I predicted Muhammad Usman and Corbin rightly, so it was giving me shit that I didn't bet on those fights, which would have given us a really, really big winning night on Saturday. And I'm really pissed at myself because I watched The Ultimate Fighter every fight. And the reason I watched all that stuff was to get information to where I could be winning on these fights. And what happened? Those two fights were sitting there. I predicted them, and I didn't bet on them. And I'm just I'm so disappointed in myself for not pulling the trigger on those. I truly do not know why Well, I didn't. I had all the film. I had all the reasoning. But whatever. That night was a little bit wonky. Uh, the first fight with Stephanie Egger and Buena Silva was strange. And it just got a little weird. So I'm not gonna bet. I'm not gonna add anything because if Pogues wins this, we're gonna be good. And yeah, Lee. I did see Pogues at the beginning of the night. What is? There we go. Hanado Jr. goes the wrong way when he gets in the cage. What is the deal with this guy's weight? He was 175, then he was 265, now he's 221. He looks so small now compared to Pogues. My God, look at that. No, then there's bets like Mac Jones MVP where you just kind of bubbles have to admit defeat even before the season started. He's not going to be, he may not be MVP on his own team. Let's do this, Pogues. My God, he's so much bigger. What the hell? The jab from Pogues is getting through, and I'm not sure if Hanado has landed some shots, but I'm not sure if they're just. I don't think he's got the power. I'm not sure if he's doing much damage. And I mean, these jabs by Pogues are just going to zap the energy out. Hanado's doing like good stuff. He's landing some leg kicks, but Pogues is saying he's checking him, which I think he is checking him. Let's go, Pogues. You're gonna have to do something here. I mean, I this dancing around by Hanado is not gonna win any. Oh, good jab there. That one's stuck. I hope the corner of Pogues gets to him because this is a pretty lackadaisical. Like it's not very impressive. It's not killer mentality. He's not being super aggressive. There's some good jabs. I mean, the lines would suggest Pogues won that round, I guess. I mean, his jab was working really good. I didn't like all the leg kicks that he took. I mean, I guess you're looking at Hanado, and he's got damage under the right eye. All right, Pogues, let's take this round serious, please. There you go, Pogues. This is a weird fight. I'm a little perplexed by this one. Like Hanado's landing leg kicks, they seem to not be doing anything, but Pogues is landing the jabs, but even those don't seem to be doing a whole lot. Yep, I mean Pogues is. This is just not a good look for Pogues at this point. I mean, he's up around, I guess. I don't know what I don't know what Pogues is doing. This is just a bad strategy and bad fight IQ, and I am getting a little bit worried. I mean, he's landing that jab, no question, but here's the thing: like Hanado's pushing forward, which means Pogues' shots are just not doing the damage that they should. Hanado's like pushing forward. He's not getting too tired. I think it's 1-1. I can't believe it. I think it's 1-1. I don't know what Pogues is doing. No, he's being too cute. I mean, I mean, he's in danger of losing this fight on the scorecards. I think he won round one, but I can't give him round two. No shot. Pogues is backing up. I'm terrified here, fellas. My God, Pogues. I mean, you have to go forward, man. You're standing at distance and you're taking shots. I can't believe this. There you go. There you go, Pogues. There you go, Pogues. Pogues got him there. Pogues touched him real good. There you go. This is just a not good performance from Pogues, man. He's winning this round on the stand up because he's landing much heavier strikes. Yeah, so Hanado's wearing more damage on his eyes, and he's slowing down. Come on, Pogues. My God. I can't believe this is going to go the distance. I seriously can't. I just don't know what Pogues is thinking or Pogues is doing. I don't like where we're sitting here. I like Hanado's leg kicks are awesome and everything. I don't think the judges really give a shit about that. Like it's that it's not like Pogues is limping around or anything. Pogues is landing on the feet, but I think this is going to come down to round one. If Pogues won round one, he's definitely winning this round. Hanado won round two, but my God. Oh my God. So Pogues won that round. He lost round two, and it comes down to round one. I don't want it. Obviously, listen, you never want to be that. You don't want it to be that close. But I think Pogues 29-28. He wins rounds 1 and 3. 1, not confidently. 2, he lost. And then 3, I think he poured it on enough. And I don't. The leg kicks and stuff, the like Dana White Contender Series, the judges don't give a flying fuck about leg kicks. They don't. It's great in UFC if you're trying to wear down an opponent, but .91 head strikes. Judges don't see the stats, so this is gonna be close, fellas. Oh my God, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Split decision is horrific for us. Majority or unanimous is going to be good. Here we go. whoever gave that second round to Jamal Pogues needs to be taken out and shown the closest exit with both the fighters. That being said, let's go! Cash it, baby! Cash it! 3-0. 3-0 on Dana White Contender Series. Let's go! Let's go! I won. Man, I'm loving these Tuesday nights. Tuesday nights. Jesus. We had 2 decisions on this. Oh, my God. Oh, texting Nathan. His kids go to school. You guys all know Tallulah's first day of kindergarten is tomorrow, so it's a stressful day at the Nathan Boyer household. I know, Matt. I know, buddy. Oh, boy, you think Jamal Pogues is crying now? Wait till he doesn't get a contract. You ain't getting a contract off that shit. No fucking way. No way. Yeah, Jason, that's what we do, man. A unit or 2. Just think. Contender series, if you did 2 units tonight, you only need 1 unit for the rest of the week. And we've got some fucking baller picks on Wager Talk. 5% golf, 3% golf, 4% UFC this week. Thanks, Max. I don't think he's getting a contract, man. He's not getting a contract. Get the fuck out of here. Hold on, give me 1 second. Well, I made it my goal to profit off of Dana White Contender Series. We are 3-0. Sorry, texting Nathan. Yeah, Mateo. Yeah, Mateo, throw out some head-to-heads. Who you like? Oh, that's interesting, Matt, that you like Rom over Finau. I recorded the show with Nick Borman tonight. Borman likes Finau over Rom. Tough matchup. I don't have an opinion on that one, but I will tell you guys, Matt Murray is one that I give the blessing to listen to on golf knowledge. One of the few guys that can keep up with me in golf betting. So anytime Matt Murray gives you an opinion on golf, always has my blessing. You guys know me. I take pride in golf. Matt Murray is the exact same way. One of the best around. Did you ever think that you would take Finau over Rom? Here's the problem. So Finau is coming off of 2 wins. He's won his last 2 tournaments. They were dog shit fields and they were easy ass courses. This course is a little bit harder. His putting isn't going to keep up. Finau sucks at putting. The problem is Rom doesn't play very good or doesn't putt very good. But it's playoff time. I trust Rom in the big spot. So. Cameron Young over Zalatoris. I actually lean Cameron Young at plus 120. Young and Zalatoris both have upside. I just don't trust Zalatoris' game. He plays great on the really, really hard courses. It was a miracle he even made the cut last week. He should have missed the cut. He had a 140-yard hole out for eagle and then a 62-foot foot putt for eagle. He can't putt on easy courses. He thrives on the hard courses, though. This is not that tough of a course. Cameron Young at plus 120 is a fantastic value. Zalatoris also fired his caddy halfway through the tournament. So Friday after the round, he fired his caddy. So I like Cameron Young at plus money. If it was Cameron Young minus 110, probably wouldn't like it, but Cameron Young at plus 120, that's where I would go in that one. Yeah, Matt, if you watch the golf show, you know I do the segment guys that can trip you up, meaning guys that are overvalued that you should stay away from. Finau made that list. So, do I think Nickel has the best college wrestling credentials ever to fight in the UFC? You know, I don't know. I just think they're pushing him. They're pushing him to. Here we go again, a guy with elite talent, and I think they're pushing him too fast. They're so desperate to get these big name guys in that I just worry. Chase Hooper partook in the golf world. Matt, help me out. The female that they pushed too early, that they made her play with men when she was a teenager, that they pushed too early and they fucking ruined her career. We saw this in the NBA when guys were coming out from high school and going to the NBA and they weren't ready. Kwame Brown, And so I see the thing with Chase Hooper. I see them giving contracts a little bit too early to some of these guys, and I like if they give a guy like Bo Nickel a contract, I hope he doesn't fight. I hope they don't move him up too quick. The guy's one big fight. Oh, Michelle Wee. That's right, Matt Murray. Yeah. Michelle Wee. Michelle Wee could have been the greatest female golfer of all time and a legend, like a top 10 professional athlete of all time. Not a top 10 women's athlete, a top 10 athlete of all time. Her parents and sponsors ruined her. It seems like she's great with life right now, but that is one of the big time what could have been careers. So yeah, I don't know what to make of Bo Nickel. He fought a cupcake there. He fought a guy with a frizzled mullet. Look at this guy. The guy was selling draft beers at the concession stand 20 minutes earlier. And now he's going to fight this other guy who I think is actually he's not horrible, but Nickel's going to have a wrestling advantage, and wrestlers are always going to do well in UFC until they get to a certain point and they get a guy who can stuff a takedown, and all of a sudden Bo Nickel has to stand on the feet. And I don't know. Maybe he's all that. Maybe he's great, but this just feels like too much too early. Look at the highlight reel. They're showing 2 fights of his highlight reel. I don't believe it. Yeah, but show me. I am not in play on this fight. I didn't want anything to do with it. We've already cashed our 3 units, and so the week is looking great. Oh, I told you guys I would give you guys a free play if we hit our fight, and we did. Here is my free play. Lock this fucker in right now. UFC this weekend. Lupi Godinez against Angela Hill. I said I don't know if there's a women's fight that I want to bet on more than this one. Lupi's going to wrestle Angela Hill for 3 rounds. It's not Lupi all day. Parlay that with the fight that is right next to hers, which is Martin Bidet versus Brzeski. I think his name's Lukas Brzeski. Martin Bidet is real. Brzeski, I watched him. He gasses. He's fought shit. And he won in his last Gianni wants to take the over. I like it. So Martin Bidet, his last fight was against so he easily won. He beat Lorenzo Hood in Contender Series round 1 knockout, if I remember. And then he fought Chris Barnett. Remember when Chris Barnett was a thing and was like, everyone was like, oh, Chris Barnett. Martin Bidet beat the shit out of Chris Barnett and landed well over 100 significant strikes. And in the 3rd round, broke Chris Barnett's rib. He was hitting him so hard. Barnett falls down. Bidet goes in for the ground and pound, accidentally hits Barnett in the back of the head. They rule it an accidental hit to the head, but they call the fight. They go to the scorecards. Bidet is up big. The point is, Bidet, it goes down in the books as Bidet by decision. That was going to be a TKO. Like, Bidet was going to win by TKO. So if it goes down in the books as Bidet winning by knockout over Barnett, that is, I think, 10 fights in a row that Bidet has landed or ended by TKO. Let me look it up so I can give you guys the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would have been 9 in a row by finish. It should have been. He's fighting Brzezinski. Brzezinski won on Contender Series. Got suspended, or the fight got ruled a no contest because he tested positive for a banned substance. He went TJ Dillashaw. I went back and watched that fight. Not impressive at all. Like he got a win and he got it in round 3, but the other guy was gassed. He gassed. I went back and watched another fight of his. He gasses early. Martin Bidet does not. Martin Bidet is for real. This guy is going to win multiple fights in the UFC. He's going to beat this guy. So parlay Lupe and Bidet. I'll give Bo Nickel this, man. He is lightning fast with wrestling. Oh, Borrego, you gotta get your wrist up and take that guy's wrist off your neck. Oh, that's it. My God. Easy win. Every favorite won tonight. Wow. Yeah, what do you do with Bo Nickel on a contract? Dude, poor Gianni. My God. Did Gianni win he won Pogues? Man. Eddie, I feel like you might be a ginger. Over under. Oh wow, this is a great one. Over under 2.5 contracts given. Bo Nickel's gonna get one. Carpenter's gonna get one. Somebody else get one. I got over. Pogues won't get one. I think Carolina's gonna get one. Mateo, you can hit me up on Twitter and you can DM me. I'm at right here at Bump Sports, but I my bets that I play, I can give my opinions, but that doesn't mean I would play them. I have my own bets. Everything on Wager Talk, I bet. Excuse me, I bet. If I only give my opinion, I haven't really bet it, so I don't know how much. Oh, Carpenter, Silva. Oh, yeah, Matt. I forgot about Silva. Silva, Carpenter, Bo. Yeah, we got 4 of them. 4 of them. So, and Mateo, as we preach, as I preach, less is more. You're like Road to Millions. We're trying to make 3% a week. We almost did that tonight. So all I'm trying to do for my project and my bankroll is I want to make 3% of my bankroll every week. And by the way, me and Steve have talked, and we're going to be coming out with a lot more content with all this. So here we go. Mm. So there's one. Oh, that means Dana hated that matchup. Like they gave Silva a cupcake. They gave Pogues a contract. Oh, so Bo Nickel did get a contract. Bo Nickel didn't get a contract, but Pogues did. Underdog parlay of the night there, Bubbles. I'm actually kind of glad they do that, but they're going to give Bo a cupcake. You're right. And I didn't realize that Pogues, this was a short notice fight for him. I really didn't. All right, guys. Hey, listen, I just want to tell everyone thank you for coming in, and you guys have no idea how much it means. I think I've started saying this, but I want to keep saying this. Your guys' participation in the chat and saying things, commenting. This is why I keep doing the streams. This is why Nathan keeps doing the streams. We've built a really badass community here, and so whenever you're on here, say hi, give us thoughts. Make your jokes. You want to make fun of me? I'd rather you make fun of me than be silent. So I'd rather you make fun of Nathan than be silent. I'd rather you make fun of Nathan more than me. But anyways, the whole point is to make money. We fucking did that. 3-0 so far on Contender Series. So we're gonna do this every Tuesday. We will be we'll be here this Saturday. And I'm telling you, there are banger fights. I want to finish up on my thoughts on Loopy. If you on DraftKings, I'm just looking right now. Loopy and Bidet is minus 118. This is such a good one to finish up the Bidet and Brzezinski wrap up. Bidet against Barnett broke Barnett's rib in the third round, and he had cardio for days. He was ready to go. Brzezinski is going to get exhausted. Bidet is bigger than him, and Brzezinski won in Contender Series. It took him 3 rounds to submit a scrub, and then he tested positive for steroids. Bidet's 10-1. His loss was like one of his it's like his first or second fight of his career. Bidet's for real, and Loopy, as we know, is a wrestling machine. Her entire family are wrestling machines. She's rested, and Angela Hill is no match. Like it's going to be a ragdoll thing. And even if Angela Hill tries to stand on the feet and can somehow stand on the feet, it's not going to last for very long. So, free play, lock in Loopy and Bidet. We got a 4% play on Wager Talk, and a 5% play for 2 weeks. So, like we said, road to millions. If you want to follow our strategy, we'll keep going over it. And you can use a promo code WIN150 WIN150 to get $150 off 30-day pass. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna get off here. That's what my wife says. Oh. All right. So, all right. So, good night, everybody. We'll get after it Saturday. So, great night. Thanks for everybody for joining us.